Hello friends, hi, how are we today? I hope we are all doing well. I am here with you for the week of August 29 through September the 4th, I think. Yeah. And I am using a Paisley Prints Co. from Rachel. She had nicely gifted this one to me, and I love the wood grain texture. And I realized I would like the wood grain from Simply Gilded, so I might have to pick that up. I struggled to find the washi that I was going to use, but I ended up using this plaid kind of check washi from Simply Gilded as well in a rose gold foil. I didn't bring much foiling into it. I just didn't feel the need to do that. It was quite nice. Um, and then I realized there were 9 full boxes here and I did not need 9 full boxes. So I went ahead and switched it out, but you'll see that happen shortly. And I started by putting down the double box, which is so beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Uh, and the only thing was when I get a kit from Rachel, she obviously plans in a very different style than I do. So what we ended up doing, and by we, I mean me, is just putting out some headers from the Prairie Planner. I also struggled with determining what would match and what didn't match. So, I mean, this base laydown was a bit of a struggle bus for me. I don't know why. I don't know. Everything just is feeling a bit off with my planning. As you know, I had planned this earlier in the week and then later on in the week, I'd gotten quite sick, so I'm really behind. I'm just not feeling it right now. But I'm getting back into it. Like, I really wanted to plan this video. I really wanted to do the voiceover for you. So very excited to be here and doing that. So I guess I'm just taking my sweet time. This is also sped up. So I am taking my sweet time doing this video, and doing the bottom washi here. I was just too sick to actually do a talk through, which I had originally wanted to do because I enjoy doing a talk through a little bit better, but no matter. And then I, at some point, realized that I can switch out my header so I don't have to have a quote box. I don't love a quote box. I like a centerpiece in the corner, but I don't love a quote box. I don't think it's necessary for every single kit. And then I just decided to go for a full-blown scatter here. It's nice. I don't have any particular order that I'm following for these full boxes just because they're all gorgeous and they can just go anywhere they want. It's not like there's a color scheme or I need to color block. So it's good. In other news, this was the first half of the week was incredibly slow. I think I had to not like make up, but like put in like very mundane stuff for the first half of the week. And then for the second half of the week, I feel like I ran out of room to do things. So that was that. And you can see me struggle. It came up pretty nicely though. So that was good. And then I tried to figure out what I was going to do for the sidebar. It was a problem getting everything done. I was like, oh my goodness, I can't fit anything the way I want it to. This is a hot mess express. And I thought I would have more to talk about with you. I do for this upcoming week, like this past week from September 5th through 11th. Oh boy, do I ever have a ton to talk about with you guys. But this one was, as I said, it was fairly low key until the weekend. So I just went ahead and use the Simply Gilded washi even more to fill up space in the sidebar because there was no sidebar add-ons for the kit. So that's fine. And then you will see we're going to do a jump cut to the next part of the video, which is where I start planning my day by day, which is a lot more interesting, I would have to say. Yeah, so bear with me, folks. I'll be back in a second. Okay, so now we jump into the day by day. You can see that the headers have been done. I pulled out my stickers for the week, and then I decided to get my sidebar underway. I'm just using leftovers from my leftover binder. I couldn't find a dinners icon that worked particularly well, so I ended up just adding in this blank but nice full box to do my Monday through Sunday dinners. And then I'm just pulling out stickers from Sweet Tea Sticker Co. to note my vitamins and my dinners. I'll use the Simply Gilded washi a little bit more to note that not to note, but I'm just taking up a little bit more space. And then I'll pull in a currently reading from Murdock Talks just to note what I'm reading that week. And it was the last day. And I highly suggest you guys go check it out. It was a really good dystopian novel from the future, very relevant in the political climate today. So it was very well done. And I'm actually very much looking forward to reading his second book. Andrew Hunter Murray is the name of the author, if you wanted to go check him out. I'm not as emphatic as I am about The Woman Could Fly. I feel like that was amazing. And then I'm just showing off my little washi cutter that I've had for quite some time from Fox and Cactus. Also something she keeps in shop they keep in shop fairly regularly. So I would suggest that, again, you go check them out if you were looking for one. It's just one of the most effective items that I've ever had. Then I just used one of the icons from the kit to mark that I did laundry. It was the first thing I did on a Monday morning. And then I uploaded in my schedule my pen review, which you will see this upcoming 16th of September. So that's going to come up. That's exciting. Then I just used a half box. Oh, to note that. And I used a Sweet Tea Sticker Co. icon. And up next, I was trying to figure out why I'd pulled the sticker, but I just crammed in my writing that I had to figure out a banking issue. So I just used a Coffee Monsters Co. emoji. It's like a budget sheet. Sorry, I've got the hiccups. And I thought it was perfect because it was just a little confusing. I didn't understand what had happened. Then I just noted that I was really sweaty. It was a revoltingly humid day. Then from the kit again, I just pulled in the laptop icon to note that I watched RuPaul's Drag Race Down Under, and a little Coffee Monsters Co. red YouTube icon to note that I uploaded and scheduled my September 2022 kit haul. Or not haul, but like lineup. So I will link that in the description up above if you're interested to see what kits I'm using this month. But if you're not, you can always just watch the videos because I'm going to use them too. Then I am just using some icons from a shop I no longer support just to get through them. I am actually making my way through them. I finished 3 sheets of that shop this week, so I was really excited. Another filming icon from Sweet Tea Sticker Co. to note, editing and scheduling my haul video. I've edited it, but I have not scheduled it, so I'm a little behind. And then I noted it was a very gray, rainy day, which was really necessary. We picked up my husband's new glasses because he got new sunglasses too. We're a Ray-Ban family at this point. And then I noted that we watched the US Open, and I was just in a fabulous mood. It was a really good Tuesday. I was really happy about it, so it was good. Then on Wednesday, I was trying to figure out how I was going to use up all the space here. This was the day, literally nothing happened. It was like a dull day. I did even more laundry. I went on a walk at lunchtime. And then you'll see me here just faff about trying to figure out my spacing. And I couldn't figure out my spacing. Until I just decided to add in a little bit more washi to take up more room, which I haven't done in a really long time. Like I haven't needed to do that. So it's looking a little bit crooked on camera, but in person, it's not actually that crooked. So I don't think it's going to be a huge issue. And then I just noted again that I was watching the US Open. And then finally, I used an icon from Paper and Milk, and the red shoe icon is from Fox and Cactus. And then I noted that I got a Happy Meal from Dash of Sun Designs. Moving on to Thursday, I had to note that I got an awful sleep the night before. Nobody's fault. I just could not sleep, and it was dreadful. Then I noted that I straightened my hair, and I used an icon from Paper and Milk for that as well. I always note on Thursday that I had a daycare drop off just because it's my day to start doing it. And then I just used one of my leftover stickers to note that I went to Tim Hortons on my way to work that morning. Then I used my fantastic font and my Olivia from Sweet Tea Sticker Co. to note that I worked in office that day. And by worked, I mean that is a very loose definition of the term. Then I watched more of the US Open when I got home that night. The Canadians were playing not well. we didn't make it very far. And then another Fox and Cactus icon to know that I had a really bad headache. On Friday, I just noted that my 2022 September kit lineup went live, which was fun. And I thought I could use just a third box, but one of the rounded edges, just to break it up for some difference of color, which was really exciting for me. I loved it because I used up the entire sheet, which means I'm not really going to have any leftovers from this kit, which is excellent for me. It's only 2 sheets, right? Then from the kit, I did note the icon coffee, please. I just desperately needed some coffee. Then I used a Fox and Cactus Anxiety Girl and a half box to note it. I had really bad anxiety this day. You'll notice that I don't typically note that because it hasn't been particularly bad. So the fact that I had to note it, it was very uncomfortable. And then I just used another Fox and Pip icon with a Sweet Tea Sticker Co. script to note that it was family time. That evening, we just had a fun time playing together on the floor. And I just cut it in half, and you literally cannot tell that it's, because it's got the white background, so it's easy peasy to lay down. Then I just noted that my husband and I watched Lord of the Rings Season 1, Episode 1. We were a little bit too tired to stay up later, but I love it. I don't understand how people are against it. I think it's fantastic. Visually, cinematically, it's beautiful. I think it's fantastic. So that's good. And I used a Fox and Pip icon for that. On Saturday, I just used the heart little round circular icon from the kit to note that we had a very lazy morning. And then I used a little swing set because my kid went on the swing to note that we went to the lakeshore to play in the splash pad. We couldn't play in the splash pad with my neighbor and her kid, but we did play in the park there. And then because it was so disgustingly hot this day, we ended up going for lunch in an air-conditioned restaurant instead of having a picnic like we had wanted to. Then I just had an amazing nap that afternoon. So I used my regular paper and milk sleeping Maru for that. Then I just noted that I watched a little bit more of the US Open. And then that evening, my husband and I watched Lord of the Rings Season 1, Episode 2. Oh, so good. I just loved it. Finally, on Sunday, I'm not sure what I'm taking so long about here. I'm just using up some icons that I have from the Mom Light sheets from the Coffee Monsters Co. to note that we had outdoor playtime. Then I noted that I made a garlic confit, which was very, very delicious. I think best thing I've ever made. Then I used a paper and milk again to note that I baked bread, which was very fun. Then I did a half box to note that I had nice snuggles with my kiddo that afternoon. It was nice and quiet. And then I used a Fox and Pip icon to note no laundry, and Fox and Cactus Girl to note that I was up late reading. And that is my entire spread. If you want to see how it turned out all filled in with a pen, you can check out my Instagram. It's Canada Planner Girl, and I look very much forward to seeing you in my next video. I hope that you are all staying safe and well, and I'm hoping that I can catch up with my videos soon. So stay tuned and have a great week, guys. Toodaloo.